The policy of the Justice Department is you don't interfere with an election, so you don't make it public. If you, however, feel that somehow you can do that, you have to do it in a way that doesn't cause this kind of confusion, misunderstanding, and misinformation. And
we don't know if it's a misunderstanding or misinformation just yet.
Well, we do, because Mr. Comey said something in his letter that was inaccurate to begin with. He said these emails appear to be relevant, but he hasn't seen them, and nobody at the FBI has seen them. We'll only know if they are relevant after they've been looked at. And I think the other thing is when you suggest that there's more to be done in an investigation, you're leaving the impression that there's been wrongdoing. There's no wrongdoing here.
If we found out that there was, if we indeed find out that there's wrongdoing 2 months from now, and Hillary Clinton happens to already be in the White House, and we never heard of this, don't you believe that Comey would be looked at as helping her?
The issue isn't what happens to Comey. The issue is what happens to the U.S. election, what happens to our democracy. That's more important than him. He was putting his own reputation to Congress.
So you understand why he did what he did?
I don't understand it, because I think the policy is so strong. Plus, as a former prosecutor, I was a prosecutor in Brooklyn for 8 years. You do not announce an investigation because you don't, unless there are extreme circumstances, because you're creating
this doesn't count as extreme circumstances?
No, because you're creating an implication of wrongdoing. And there's no indication at all in these emails, which they haven't even looked at, that anybody engaged in wrongdoing. And the misimpression that people have is that
she's rare to get into this conversation.
Hillary Clinton has done wrongdoing. There's no evidence of that.
Well, with all due respect, and you know, I'm just an eye doctor. So, but as a member of the public, number one, the issue that is most crucial at hand in this election is indeed the fate of the election, is indeed the fate of this country under the next leader, presumably, one hopes, of the free world. So, Hillary Clinton is issue 1, 2, and 3 in this ongoing saga. Number one, this is not a new investigation. This is an investigation that has already been going on. It is well known that Secretary Clinton has handled sensitive, classified information in a way that was inconsistent with the rules of the State Department, onto which she signed. That is known. The fact that an investigation of Anthony Weiner revealed emails to FBI agents who identified these emails as possibly relevant, and that is all that Director Comey said. There is nothing inaccurate nor inappropriate about that.
Well, he didn't say possible. He said they appeared to be relevant, and he has no basis for saying that. That's an incorrect statement.
With all due respect, appear is the same as possible.
No, it's not.
Rhetorically.
It is not. In the English language, what he's suggesting is that there was a real relevance here, and there isn't any. There could be. I'm not saying there couldn't be, but you have to look at them first, and that's the misinformation out here. What he's done is create an implication that there's been some wrongdoing, and that there's something that's wrong going on.
That's baked into the cake when we look at Hillary Clinton.
Can we just think real quick and just fast forward? How should, I know how both of you think about this election, but does this, how do you think it will impact the election, if it does at all? And you're already seeing it. You're already seeing it move some polls.
It's fresh evidence that.
But we don't have the evidence. That's the piece of it, right?
So that's point. Let me finish my phrase. It is fresh evidence that we need to question very seriously what we already know about Hillary Clinton's lack of integrity, lack of care, of her dishonesty about what she did as Secretary of State. Those alone should disqualify her. Let's look back at her testimony. Let's look back at her interview with the FBI, in which she said she couldn't recall processes, events, actions. I mean, that alone, if she is that deficient in intellectual capability, then she shouldn't even be considered.
We got to wrap this up. Final question.
Hey, CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here, and click on all the videos around me or the eye right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.